Hey everybody, welcome back to Windward Trail Music Speaks, where we fight depression with where we fight depression with music. I'm sorry, Shauna just emailed me and she said, "Are you here?" And I'm like, "Oh my God, I don't have time to respond to
Yeah.
her," but that's okay. Uh, we're here with Lee J. Pierce, the founder. I get so you are the founder of Johnny Pool.
Oh yeah, one of the founders. Yeah, Mike and I, my
One of the
drummer Mike,
founders.
who
Okay, so
started.
you're a co-founder.
Yeah, co-founder.
Sure.
That
Okay.
sounds good.
Yeah, yeah,
Cozy brothers.
co-founder, right? Yeah. So we have him for he's the guitarist for the amazing Driving Pool. So we're delighted to have him on the show today. CJ, buddy, what's up? How you doing?
Dude, I'm doing great, man. It's been awesome. It's been a great last couple of years for us, especially after COVID. It's just been on the upswing. We have a
Yeah,
tour coming up right now. We're
yeah.
doing pre-production today for it, and we're doing a UK run. We have 13 sold out shows. Well, 10 announced. The other three are getting sold out like tomorrow. So it's
Okay, yeah,
13 out of 16 is pretty good right now, man.
yeah,
So
yeah.
thank you, fans, for coming out and watching us play, man. We're working hard on the new setup and the new show today. So if
And
you're out
I
in the
think,
UK, man, you don't want to
and
miss it. Get the tickets when they last.
and I think you're working on new music, correct?
Oh yeah, man. I've been working on
Yeah,
music, dude, all the way up until I got on the plane. I brought the laptop out. It's only the second time I've done it because takes a lot of time on the road, just the daily events of driving, getting there, setting up the show, doing everything that goes on throughout the day, playing the show, hanging out after. But
right.
I'm gonna try to squeeze in. I still have some more work to do and a few more songs, mainly a couple of solos and stuff. So I'm gonna try to do that out here. Um with the laptop. Normally like to do it at home in the studio, but we just don't
Right,
have
right.
time. It's time to play now. So finishing up the rest of the songs to put out a record, hopefully by the end of this year. If I get these done in the next few days, maybe so. But if we have to push it off till January, February, it's just got to be right before I put it out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. Because well, okay, so I was listening to your I guess it's your most recent song, Madness, and that was
Oh,
like
madness! Yeah,
yeah, that was like 6 months ago, correct?
yeah. It was about 6 months ago when we put that out. It's been
Yeah,
again, like I said, we were planning on rolling along. We just been touring a lot, man. It's been a
right.
lot of shows. We did a whole summer tour, and the 2 weeks you might have off between tours, it's just doing home stuff and also trying to do studio stuff and then getting ready for the next tour. So
Right.
that's what's been dragging out the recording process.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, like I said, it's 24/7 for me, man. I mean, it's
Oh, I'm
almost
sure
11
you're busy
o'clock
as
here.
hell. Yeah. Yeah.
So, but I'm trying, and again, it's art and it's music. So, but yeah, tell me about Madness. How do you feel about Madness?
Dude, I love it. I think it's great. Well, hell, I love anything that y'all do, you know. But before we go on, I gotta ask you this because I always was curious. I love the song to death. It's hold on just a minute. The song just bounced out my head.
Oh yeah,
Um,
it's all good. I do the same thing, man. I have
I
so
know,
many
right?
songs,
It's like I
so many
can't.
records
Yeah.
now. It's like it takes me a second to re-download it in my brain.
Yes, yes. So Tearaway, Tearaway. All right.
Tearaway, yeah.
Yeah, so that's one of your that's I think that's your second most popular song ever, behind
It
Bodies.
is, yeah.
Yeah,
Tearaway is awesome, man. It
yeah,
has so much feeling and meaning to it.
yeah,
For me, it's
yeah.
changed on me three different times how I feel. I not just writing music, but being a fan of music. And it came up. We did a tour with Godsmack and POD. A little while back, earlier this year, and
Yeah.
they asked Sonny a question. It was interesting about one of their songs, and has it changed for him? It's like, no, it's still the same thing for me. But I didn't realize with Tearaway, we wrote it meaning one thing, and then certain events happened in my life, and my own song had a different meaning to me, and now it has a completely another meaning to me. So
Completely
it's
different. Yeah,
weird to have your own song, in like I don't know how to explain it and describe it, but the way I feel about it now when I play it 5 years later, it has evolved for me. It's
yeah.
a very deep song for sure. I'm glad everybody can relate to it. All the fans out there, thank you so
I
much.
love it. Yeah, because the
I play
first
it every
time.
night. Like I mean it. Like it's the first time I ever
Yeah,
played it. Like
yeah,
it's never going through the motions with us, man. We love playing. We love touring together.
yeah,
When we go out there put on a show, it's 110%. Like, and it always feels different every night too, depending on the crowd response too. So it's one of those songs that it just have this life of its own to it. I'm always looking forward to playing it in the set because you never know how that vibe's going to be from night to night.
yeah. Well,
How is it for you?
the first time I heard it was on, I think it was on a WrestleMania game. I think it's WrestleMania 18. You know.
Yeah,
And that
yeah, man. I
that
remember
that
playing
song
that
just
live. I'll never
sold the
forget that
game for
moment.
me. Yeah, yeah, the game was man. Yeah, it's one of that's a powerful song. But the question that I had for you about that song is the opening
Yeah.
riff. Right. So with that, is that like a flanger noise that I'm hearing from the
So
guitar, or
I was
like
working on I still love my Digitech stuff. Digitech. There was a 2101 that came out with this gold plate back in the day, and it had two different chips in it. So I was trying to take a phaser and a flanger and make them work together. But sometimes they'll cancel each other out
yeah,
if you don't dial it in right. So I was trying to get this one to flow as it was going down, that one to come up. And as I was working on it, it goes, you know, land it, and I was programming it.
yeah.
Dave Williams comes running in the rehearsal room. He was, he went to go and take a piss, and he's coming back. He's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm working on this program." He's like, "Keep doing that." I'm like, "Doing what?" What did you just
It's
do?
like
And I'm like,
that you can.
I just went, you know, and I make this program. He's like, "Do that again." So I started doing it. He just starts singing it. I'm tearing away. He just goes right
Yeah,
into it. I'm like, and then we just
just
jammed. It was
start
one of the songs
right,
that just
yeah,
came out naturally, dude, and it just right out the gate, man, just from um it's just, it just had a vibe. I just knew the day we wrote it that it had something to it. I didn't know it. 25 years later, we're so very fortunate, lucky to still play it, and so many fans like yourself can relate to the song. So, yeah, man, it came off. That was one of the ones I was just playing with my toys,
yeah,
playing with the riff, and
yeah.
then we just fell into it.
Yeah, I did because I had when I played guitar, I don't play guitar now. I don't know why. I need to go back and start learning now. You know, good guitar
I
teacher
still got to
yelled
learn how
at
to play
me.
this damn thing too, man.
I
I'm
know,
with
right?
you.
Yeah,
I'm still
sometimes
figuring it
it's like,
out.
yeah, they
My whole
like,
life,
yeah,
I'm like, oh shit, I can do that note too. All right.
right, yeah. But my I had an MX-0108 or something, some kind of big pedal, and it had a
Yep.
flanger effect. I'm like, I bet you that's what he uses, and it is, partly with the phaser, correct? You
Yeah, it's
say
a
the
phaser
phaser?
and a flanger at the same
Okay.
time, which is not something you always get to use. And like we're saying, I had to dial it in a certain way so it wouldn't like disappear and cancel the wave. So it's
Right.
I have a good flow on it, and you can kind of do that too. With one of my other units, yeah, I used I couldn't use the phaser and the flanger, so I had to play an auto wah working as a phaser with the flanger. So with my live sound, it's the same effect that you hear now. It's just I've made it happen also with a wah auto wah, so which is working as a phaser. But
Right.
yeah, it's a
Yeah.
cool trick, man. It's
Yeah.
it's a staple thing with that song. It's that tone and that sound. You just know something's coming. So
Yeah. Yeah. And
yeah, it
I've
was
never
fun. We were
heard
playing
it.
it tonight with pre-pro, and we had there's a lot of students in here that come in and also just do what they do, and they
Yeah.
stayed while we were doing our pre-production, which was cool with us.
Yeah.
And right when I went into it, you could just everybody's like, "Oh my god!" Yeah, you just know it's coming up. So it's always a compliment. I don't expect people to know who I am, and I expect people to know our songs.
Right.
So when you
Yeah.
when you do play it and they get excited about it, it's a great feeling. We all connect.
Yeah. Well, I haven't heard that sound being used since then. So I guess you're the I
I
guess
left that
you're
one alone for Tearaway. I just still use a lot of effects.
okay. Well,
I need
yeah.
to go
Yeah.
back with my unit because I did write a lot of stuff, especially early 2000s, just playing around with the toys that kind of influenced me to write riffs. I mean, I write in different ways and sometimes it's the lyrics or sometimes it's a drum beat. But for definitely earlier Drown and Pool stuff, it was just me playing around with that Digitech because it was so new. So I'm going to bust that out. I have it in my studio now. And with the next kind of writing stuff that I plan on doing when I have some time off at Christmas, I was going to go through my unit again because I had so many programs and so many other songs that we did back then that we never finished. So I'm kind of going to start diving into that as well, especially with the 25-year anniversary coming up, because we do
Yes.
have a lot of
Yeah.
material with Dave Williams that's never been heard and released. And I think
Oh,
I'm going to
nice.
have a hats off to him.
Yeah.
And a
Definitely.
lot of stuff
Definitely.
back then, like I said, was affected like that. So maybe another Tearaway style song will come out of this next
Hey,
session of writing.
yeah, because I think y'all released like the demo track on the Unlucky 13
Yeah, you get the demo
anniversary.
track.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
on the anniversary one, which is fun. And then we had a demo version before that that's not on there where I had two guitar solos in it. It was like
Yeah.
8 minutes long. It was like a Tool song.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Yeah.
So we kind of slimmed it down and cut into the meat potatoes of it.
Yeah. Well, I worked at Outback Steakhouse, and I asked my coworker, uh, have well, she's like my age, I'm 45, so we kind of know music, and all that.
Yeah.
Hey, do you remember Johnny Pool? And she said, what? Who? Who is that? I'm like, God, no, I didn't know. And I said one of the verses from Bodies, and they're,
Yeah.
oh yeah, like you son
Yeah.
of a
It's like the
bitch,
Bias of the Floor Band,
it's
which
like
is
yeah, right,
cool.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But she had a question for you, and so I'm
Yeah.
going to ask you to and then rearrange it because I know it's a question you get all the time, but I found
Uh-huh.
something very unique about you, and I'm not sure if anybody has asked you this before because I haven't heard anybody ask you. Okay, so
Yeah, man.
she asked you. who inspired you? Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna reformat that for you. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
So when I was researching you, and I've done a lot of research on you, and I found out that before music, you wanted to do art, correct?
Well, before music, I was doing electrical work. I was into that. I can't do art. I can't, as far as like drawing and stuff like that. I can't
Yeah.
even make a stick man straight.
Oh,
I
okay.
admire people that can. But no, you know, besides music, the only other thing that I've always been interested in is electrical stuff. And
Right.
during COVID, when we were in tour, I went back into it for a little while, which was fun to do. Man, there's an
Yeah.
art within doing electrical work, especially with concentric
Well,
bends
yeah.
on pipe and
Yeah.
stuff like that. That so maybe that's the art part
Maybe.
of like
Yeah.
pipe
Yeah.
work, and all, you know, unistrut, all thread, and all that fun
But
stuff
yeah,
that comes
right.
along with it.
But you wanted to do that before driving pool, right? So what inspired
Oh,
you to
that's what I was
do?
doing. I've always wanted to
Oh,
do
okay.
music since I was born. Like
Oh,
my
okay.
my dad
Okay.
played in the
Okay.
band, and they rehearsed in the living room. As growing up, I was always around music in New Orleans from day
Right.
one. So I've always loved music and wanted to do that. But any other interest, um, you know, was electrical work. And my father was great about that. He's like, you have to have some kind of foundation. I always had the dream to do music, but he's like, you have to make sure you have some kind of trade or something now. And so I'm glad that he instilled that in me because I really needed it during COVID because a lot of people that play music or even like everybody involved with it, tour managers, guitar techs, drum techs, all it, they, it's like if you don't have some other trade at that time, it was hard to get work.
Yeah.
And it was fun going back into it for a little while. And there's great dudes that I worked with in Dallas, man.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Because I thought you wanted to do that before music. I'm like, well, okay, so what
no,
inspired you
it's
to
always
get
been
into
music,
music?
man. I just do
Yeah.
that when I can't do music and I got to pay the bills.
I think COVID, inspired you to do a lot of stuff, with the art and yeah, yeah,
Yeah, my dad inspired me
COVID
with the
brought
electrical work,
everything
but also
down. Yeah.
with music. But we starting out because there was a lot of my dad was big Jimi Hendrix, Led Zeppelin, Black Sabbath was what he always kind of listened to. So that was really the first type of bands I listened to,
Yeah.
kind of coming up. And then Kiss was always amazing. God bless Ace Frehley and his whole family. Man,
Yeah.
that was a terrible thing
Yeah.
to find out. And we had a show that day, so I
Oh,
drew
yeah.
Ace Frehley on the shirt I was wearing. As a picture of a girl named Lindsay Lane that does artwork for us in Dallas at Dallas Tattoo Shop, and I had a shirt with her her art on it. So I drew an Ace Frehley face on it and wore
Nice.
that on
Yeah.
stage that night, just out of respect. But he
Yeah.
was a big one for me too, man.
Oh, yeah.
He had the
Yeah.
Les Paul just like Jimmy Page, and there's something about those guitars, man. It just
Yeah.
just draw me to it. Just that style and that tone.
Exactly. Exactly. So let's take a quick detour back to tearing away
Oh yeah,
because okay, so this is kind of tearing away, but kind of not. Okay, so when you were taking lessons, I'm not sure if you took lessons or not, but if you did you ever take classical lessons? Because hearing the ending part of tearing away sounds to me like you took some sort of
yeah.
classical
No, I
lessons.
never
Does
took any
that
lessons. The
mean
only thing
okay?
that I did, I grew up playing, just learning on my own. I did play in a jazz band, and I did when I did trade school. It was also independent, like jazz class lessons, and I played in a jazz band. So I took jazz. I never took classical, but I am
Yes.
respectful of classical. Like Randy Rhoads is, you can tell he's from a classical trained kind of guy. Solo. I'm more like a Alex Skolnick from Testament, where he's more on the jazz side. But they intermix. I can see what you're saying at the end of the song, how it has
Yeah.
that little that vibe at the end. But
Right.
it's more of a jazz influence and
Yeah.
funk and
Okay.
blues from New Orleans. But
Yeah.
I do love classical too, man.
Yeah.
I love more the flamenco style, if you will, than
Esteban. Yeah.
traditional classical. If I'm gonna get down on guitar with it,
Yeah.
but yeah, jazz and blues has kind of been my foundation, and funk music for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
we're a metal rock band. You don't hear the funk. We're not like a funk band, but it's in there. If
yeah.
listen, now that I tell you what to look for.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I'm trying so hard to get into jazz, but I'm like I don't know if I really can right now. It's kind of like because I feel like if I was going to get into it, I would have started in my
Yeah,
teens.
it's a thing that's a taste. It's a style of
Yeah.
music that could be too much for some people. Or it's I've noticed some people jazz on the ears are just like
Yeah.
maybe it's dissonant notes and shit like that because some people just can't. It hits them a certain way. But and like I said, the classical is beautiful. But I love jazz. But it seems like a lot of freedom with jazz, and it's fun to play off for other guys when you do that. It's just fun to bounce off each other. It seems like it's more of a free form style than anything. You hit all the notes. It's called jazz.
You're right. Yeah, every note is wrong. Like, I've heard. Yeah,
Every
but
that's the wrong note. We just call that jazz. That's
yeah,
it. That's how we get away with it.
right. Yeah. So yeah, but I do respect the genre, for what it is, because jazz is very influential to you and a whole
Yeah.
lot of metal guitarists.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
it's down there for sure. I love how that kind of that plays a part in it for sure. It kind
Yeah.
of like lends itself, especially when I get down on solos too. I kind of seem like I pull from that side of my influences more than anything when I get down on it
Yeah.
because that's what I'm in solo mode right now. I got
Right. Yeah.
two other
Exactly.
songs I got it, and every time I listen to it, I hear something else that I like. I just want to find something that's natural and fits the song. So like I was before I talked to you, one of the newer songs I was listening to it, and I already have like ideas in my head. I just heard a new one, so I just like to keep playing it and keep trying stuff till I finally know this is what works for the song,
This is what
and
it
that's what
is.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
lay down with.
Yeah. So this podcast delves deep into mental health and music. They go great head together. So do you think
Yeah,
Drowning Pool has hold its place in metal culture as a band that helps fans navigate personal struggles?
struggles. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, man, life is definitely a struggle. There's a lot that comes out. There's a couple songs definitely off the last full length that we put out. Strike a nerve. I mean, that just tells you right there.
Yeah.
You know,
Hey, we're back. Yeah.
we're back. Sorry, it's gonna
Yeah.
happen in
Well,
probably a
I
couple more
know.
times.
Yeah. You're okay. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah.
I took that time to warm up to Tearaway again. I don't know if you heard that, but I was just
Right. Okay.
it's got a
Yeah.
nice echo back here. So
Right. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah. But I asked you about how the band has how do you think the band has helped people with their own personal struggles as music helps with depression deeply,
oh man, I think it helps out a lot. I have my go-to bands and that I can relate to, and it's pretty wild and just amazing when a fan comes up to me and it's like, I had these thoughts or that thoughts, and I just, some people really down depressed, and like a song like Tearaway is a good example again.
Yeah.
The whole line, I don't care about anyone else but me. What it comes down to is like sometimes you got to love yourself and respect yourself to love other people, and I'm glad people get that part out of the song.
Yeah.
So it's been pretty wild to have songs, and not just that song, there's other songs as well,
Well, yeah,
37
yeah.
Stitches and that fans will come up and like, man, you really helped me through this hard time, and that's that song in my life that got me through. So it's really, I think that's probably the biggest compliment you can have, I think, with any band or any musician, to have something that you write personal that means something to you, and have a fan like help them get through a hard time in their life. Because we're gonna have those hard moments, but you just stick with it, because if you put the hammer down and you end it, you don't have the chance to have another good day. So like, just hold on for a few more minutes, listen to a Drown Pool song or
Right.
one of your favorites. Don't have to be Drown Pool, and
And
just stay positive and get past it. And we're all here together.
you never know who you will inspire tomorrow.
Yeah, you never know who you're gonna inspire tomorrow. That's for sure. We have a lot of new stuff coming out, and I have a couple songs that are pretty deep, and I'm looking forward to those. Especially these two new ones that we have that are very, very close to home for all of us, and I think they're very relatable. It's like losing a parent or losing a friend situation, and sometimes you feel alone with that, but like, just nice to know that you have other people that have gone through similar things that you can relate to.
Right.
So
When writing new songs for this new album that comes out very soon, I hope to God it is.
yeah,
But
we're trying, man.
yeah,
When I
yeah.
got the phone with you, I'm gonna go back to working on it
Hell
for
yeah,
real.
dude. What's up? Yeah. So when you're writing these songs, has there been a song where you just rewrote the riff, or like abandoned it totally because it didn't feel like you?
Well, some songs it's weird. Like some stuff, for the most part, I write something, I have an idea, and it's there. But when you start putting things together, and we write songs together, sometimes I bring stuff in, or Mike brings stuff in, Stevie brings stuff in, Brian does, and somebody else's idea, and you try to help them get to that point, and you collab together, and it'll change and evolve into something better. But for the most part, or at least for me, especially lyric wise or subject wise, I feel like when I have that kind of nailed down, it comes pretty fast to what I want to do. Then it's just a matter of getting it down on tape, as they say, or computer
Right.
hard drive, so the rest of the world can hear it and have all those components in it. But yeah, there's been some songs that have come out naturally, and there's other songs that have sat on and rewrote. Like something's not there yet, so I'll let it sit for a little bit. I like let it simmer on the stove, and then you bring it back. Like, oh, there's that part I needed. So it's wild. It's always different. Like I said, sometimes I'll start with lyrics, or sometimes it'll be a drum beat, or in my head, and then I write to it. Or sometimes I'm just jamming on my guitar, and then it comes from there. So
Mm.
it's they're all different, man. They're all very different how they evolve and become a complete song.
Do you have any songs that you aren't going to release yet at all because it means so much to you that you can't put it out yet? I was like, the world's not ready for this song.
This it's really wild. Working on songs, especially like I was saying the two. I could tell you more about it because they're right there.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's been parts of just working on a song, like you just like I just have to stop. Like I'm sitting here working on a song, I'm crying already. Like I can't even get to the parts to it. And then you get, you're like, look, I'm trying to express this for other people. But there's definitely two new ones, two bangers that are rocking out that I'm working
Mm.
on, and two very deep ones that they'll definitely get you teary eyed by the end of the song because it's pretty. There's some like I said, well right together. There's a couple really cool lyrics that Stevie put down on this one new one that are very deep. Ryan McCombs is like
Mm.
he comes out with these cool zingers, and the same thing with my drummer Mike. So I love that we work together as a band on songs. Some people sometimes bring more than the other person in, whatever, but at the end of the day, it's all of us, making it a complete drowning pool song as a whole.
I don't know if I want to cry during the Drowning Pool song, man.
Dude, sometimes when I'm playing like Tearaway, I see somebody in
Oh
the crowd and
yeah,
they
yeah.
start crying because something deep happened, and then I'm on stage. I'm like, "You're crying, I'm crying. There's no crying in rock and roll. Why are we all crying here, man?"
Right. Yeah.
But I've seen people before like get emotional. I'm playing on stage, and it gets me because it is an emotional song for me. I mean, we
It
wrote it with
is.
Dave
Yeah. Yeah.
Williams, and I think of him a lot when we play it. So that's one of the songs that get me like that for sure. And there's been moments like, it's just every now and then, a good at least once a year where it really gets me, or like I got to turn around for a minute, and I'm like, I just got a lot of sweat in my eyes. It's not
Hmm.
tears, it's just sweat.
I'm not crying. You're crying,
I'm
right?
like, oh, what's all that smoke in this building making my
That's right.
eyes
Yeah.
rain?
The weeds get into my eyes, or something,
Yeah, I see my
Yeah.
eyes.
All right. Yeah.
It's smoke. It's not the emotions.
No, 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 can't be the emotion. Yeah. So, speaking of live shows, um, what has there ever been like a strangest thing ever that fans or locals have done to a show to show
Oh,
you
during the show?
no, no, to show you their appreciation for what you're doing for them? Do you have any
Oh man,
strange?
there's been so many. It's always awesome when fans like bring you something and make something for you, and it's like Jonathan Jewelry and stuff like that. I got something recently from a girl that had these DP symbols on like a keychain thing on my lanyard, which is really cool. I always appreciate that, man. That's awesome. I mean, uh there's been one dude that did this big mural picture on like a locker door, gym locker door thing that he brought in that was Dave, looked just like Dave Williams. Was trippy. That was in Indiana. I was in where was that at? Pierre's that brought that out too. So it was pretty wild. Especially like the Dave stuff. And I know a lot of it's gonna be coming up here again soon.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's cool, man. And the dude just every show is so wild and different. And especially when we get into bodies, man, you just know whether it's 20
Right.
people, 20,000 people, man, chairs are gonna start flying, stuff's
Oh
gonna go
yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
Always a fun song to play. I know I've been asked that before. You ever get tired of playing your most well-known song, or whatever? Like I can't wait to get to it, man, because I know everybody knows it and they're gonna have fun with it. So,
Mm-hmm.
and I love playing it, man. I'll sit around my house and still play it, even though we're not on tour, because it's just a fun song to play. Like I'll make parodies of my own song because it's because it's fun. It's rock and roll, baby.
There was one parody of Buddies and that's just like he counts like the alphabet and it's like me
Yeah,
counting
there's
on the
one, the
words or
alphabet
something.
one.
Yeah.
There's the sock puppet one.
Yeah.
Man, there's
That
several, dude. And
that's
there's
funny,
JoJo the
right? Yeah.
bird that sings it, which is awesome. I never got to meet JoJo. I met the owner, and I didn't know she was gonna bring him to a show, and our past manager didn't. It's miscommunication. But JoJo was living in Texas. I think they moved now. I have to check up and see how he's doing. But he sang "Body's Great." I mean, and he's a freaking parrot. He's a bird, and he did it. He just had
Yeah.
this gnarly rah, a
Yeah.
scream. The bird scream would work for the song.
Right. Well, since we're on this subject, I want to ask about like royalties and collaborations. Because when I told my friend today at work that I was interviewing you, we played Body, so I was like, oh, I
Yeah.
remember this song. And then he played me a rap song that was called Bodies, but it had
Oh yeah.
the vocals. I'm like, okay, so do they have to
Yeah, they
do
used the
the
sample of the vocals in it. Yeah,
right?
with it. Oh, that's Offset.
Oh, yes, also. So did he contact y'all to actually sample it, or does he go
No, he
to?
contacted us like
Okay.
6 months ago. I heard that he wanted to use the sample in a song, and of course we approved it. And then I
Oh
heard the
yeah.
song, and it was amazing. And
Yes, it
then we
is.
worked with them when we did Jimmy Fallon a few weeks ago, when we did a heavy version where we went up and played with them. So
Yeah.
we're looking forward to doing more stuff with Offset. He just came through Dallas, and we wanted to hook up and do a show with him, but we had a show that weekend too, so we missed stuff. But we're trying to
Yeah.
make it happen where we jump on stage with him one night, or jumps on stage with us,
Right.
because that was something that came together natural. I'm not sure how many people have seen the Jimmy Fallon of us playing, Offset's Bodies, if you will, with
Yeah.
us playing on it. But dude, that was fun and natural. Like, we got in a room just like this, and just
Just jammed out, right?
before it came together real fast, and it was like we were playing in a band together for years, and that was awesome. I felt so comfortable on stage too. You think it's on TV, it's Jimmy Fallon, it's cameras and lights and all these people watching, but when you get down and you just play it, it felt great to be rocking out together, man. And you can it comes through on the camera, like, it was fun, man. It was just pure fun, and pure naturalism.
So would you say that you are more, I guess, at ease playing and playing for 60 million fans on up in there as opposed to going on Jimmy Fallon and like on TV?
No, I'm comfortable everywhere with it.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
probably more comfortable and at peace on stage than anywhere else, next to obviously being with my family and with my wife.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
It's I'm very comfortable, and I love entertaining. I love performing. And even like I guess I'm wired different. I know some people, if you slide in or maybe you hit a wrong note or something happens, I just laugh. It's live, so we just pass it and keep playing the rest of the notes and hope you get most of them right. If I get
You're right.
99.9% right and one wrong, the whole show isn't ruined for me. I'm not going to smash the guitar and yell at everybody. Like,
No.
it's just fun. It's live. Anything can happen. But I'm very, very comfortable on stage. It's almost like a quiet, peaceful thing, even though I'm playing heavy metal. Right?
Right.
There's
Yeah.
been moments where I was just really in that zone, and it was just like almost like slow motion quiet, and that connection with the fans. So
Yeah.
I love performing. It's never been any time I've been nervous. The only time I've got a little bit like that, and you mentioned it earlier, WrestleMania 18, and again that was back in the early
Oh
2000s,
yeah. Yeah.
and I was a little bit nervous on that one because we around I'm meeting all the wrestlers.
So I guess you were say well, the Undertaker didn't choke slam you, right? After you stepped on the foot.
Oh, it didn't choke me out after that,
Oh
no, man.
yeah.
And Triple H was huge too, man. Back when
Oh
we were
yeah.
doing it, we did the game. Lenny gave us his permission, Lemmy, back in the day, because he did the game
Yeah.
originally. And I just, for some reasons, that just popped up again on my playlist, and there's a couple of fans that asked us about that one as well. But just meeting him, like Triple H came in the room, he's just this huge guy, give you this big bear hug, you just like he can crush you like a beer can. But all cool dudes, man. All the wrestling guys were great, and we just did a new thing, the AMMA show, which is the Armor MMA, where they dress up like knights and they have like freaking dude swords and everything. We just did that 2 weeks ago, and I fell in love with it. It's the first time I've been to one of those shows, and we got to perform at it with Lamb of God. And
Oh,
dude,
great
that
band.
is like
Yeah.
a new. I didn't know that. I heard about it, but until you're there and you see it, that is my favorite sport right now. The AMMA. You gotta look that up, man.
Have heard of MMA, but I
AMMA,
never.
yeah,
Yeah.
armored mixed martial arts. I guess
Okay.
is yeah. I think I said it right,
Yeah.
dude. They
Okay.
were
Well,
just sick,
that's
dude. Dressed like knights for real with the real armor on and just going at each other, man. I mean, you have like rules, like you're not
well,
supposed to
yeah. You
jab
can't.
somebody in
Yeah.
the neck with the sword. You still have to fight. You can't get dirty on it. But dude, they go hard. Just to hear that metal clanking. I was in the front row. Got to be at the commentator's booth and see it firsthand. One dude almost got jabbed. Sword went through his thing and cut him up here. Went right
Oh,
above his
geez.
eye.
Yeah. Wow.
But you know what? Anybody get hurt,
Well,
of
yeah.
course. But
Yeah.
it's a wild sport, man. I've kind of. I mean, I think I'm a little older to jump into that, but I'm kind of addicted to it now,
Kind
man.
of
I can't
digging
wait
it,
till the
right?
next.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really all about it, dude. So y'all check that out too if you haven't seen it. AMMA. You can't miss it. And again, we just did that in Canton, Ohio a few weeks ago, like 2 weeks ago, maybe.
Yeah.
Um, I got no concept of time.
Oh yeah. I
Maybe
don't
maybe
either.
three
I
weeks
don't know what
ago.
time
I
it
don't know.
is.
I don't know what time it
Yeah.
is.
Right. Yeah.
It's
But
time to party.
I'm going back to what you said about the smashing guitars and stuff. I always felt like there was a need to get super glue and glue it back together, because Paul Stanley always destroyed his Mirrorball Iceman. So I'm like, where's the glue? Get the glue. You know,
Where's the glue?
yeah, I've always hated anybody that smashes their guitars. You know, just
Yeah, you know, it was kind of
infuriates
cool and fun back in the day to smash. It's not now. It's like, oh my God, why would you do that to that poor? Because like, I used to have like I had like all my stacks, but I also had a couple of cabs that I wasn't using. I used to have like a wall of cabinets, and sometimes I would just knock it over for the effect of it. And it was cool 25 years ago, but now it's like, it's don't destroy the nice gear, man. Just
me.
keep it pristine, especially the guitars. I got love and respect. Every one of them also has their own feeling and personality. I really
Exactly.
would like to go over. I have a large collection now. I definitely have an addiction to guitars. My house looks like Guitar Center. I thought my whole before you walk in, it's just guitars on like every wall in my house.
Yeah.
But I love them. They all have a different feel. They have a different I kind of write music different on. If I have a V guitar sitting here, I could tend to do more metal. If I have like a Les Paul here, I tend to do different stuff, or a Strat, I get funky on it.
Yeah.
So it's and I get whenever I'm working on music too, my wife always says this. She's like, baby, because I go and look at my wall, I'm like, what guitar do I want to use on this part of the song? She's like, baby, you shopping? I'm like, yeah, I'm shopping. I'm gonna take this one off today and
She
use it.
said, use the one over there, dude. You got one right
Yeah,
there.
she's
You can
like,
do,
she's because
Yeah.
I'm like, which one should I use on this part? I think I get that one. My BC Rich.
Right. Right. Well. I heard that BC Rich went under, right? Or like,
They went under a while ago, and they're back
okay.
up. A
Oh,
wonderful guy,
okay.
Bill
Okay.
Xavier, is running the show there.
Yeah.
Zoltan Z from Five Finger Death Punch is a big part of them now too. So they're coming back
Okay.
up the last couple of years.
Yeah.
And I've always played on BC Rich. I still have my BC Riches that I use all the time, man. It's definitely my go-to favorite out of all of them. I just love the way that they feel and the way that they sit and the way that they're made,
And
especially
they
the
look
new ones that
great.
come out.
And
They're high end and they're
they look
nice,
great
man.
too. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I have a more BC Rich than anything else, and that is my
Okay.
go-to. So, and Marshall amps, man, Marshall was great, dude. They just gave me, dude. I got 8 cabinets on stages. I haven't had a big wall in a while, and we're doing these shows in the UK. We're doing some pretty big venues, and thank you again, fans, for coming out. We have a lot of sold-out shows on this run, so I wanted to have the big stage show. So, man, I got 8 Marshalls out there, man, just blasting them all, baby. It's
So bring
gonna be
your
loud on my side of the
earplugs.
stage.
So bring your
Oh
earplugs,
yeah,
right?
I wear
Yeah.
earplugs when I play. It's funny, I put earplugs in, but I still crank that up super loud just so I
Hey
can get even
man,
louder because I
whatever.
want to feel it.
Yeah. Oh
It's not
yes.
just hearing that. I want to feel that power come from behind me off those Marshall amps, man.
Speaking of gear, is there any gear that from your childhood that you save now and you really can't like bring it to like throw it away or I mean it's just so
I
special.
have a bunch of gear, dude. I keep everything. I wouldn't say I'm a pack rat or a hoarder or something like that, but like, I love all my gear. Like, I started again with effects wise. I've always been Digitech, and I don't think they're doing stuff right now anymore.
Yeah.
Thank God I have a lot of stuff from that era, and there's so many great new things that are coming out. Axe effects and things like that, and the Kempers are really great. But I'm still old school, man. I love plugging into a head and going through pedals. Um, and I still have all my gear. Some of it, hasn't lasted, and certain things that don't leave the house. So Dimebag Darrell, he had a signature wah pedal, and he handed that to me. I went to his house back in the day. He was hanging out one night. I think it was his birthday party. He had a box of them. He's like, "Here you go. Come on, squeeze. Here's one of my pedals." So I use that when I'm tracking, but I won't take that out on the road.
No, no, no.
Um, I-
That's priceless.
yeah, and I have a Joe Satriani one as well because his has its own thing. So I have a couple of signature pedals that I keep at the house because I just want to keep those pristine.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. Well, I do have three more questions for you, and I'll let you
Yeah,
to death right now. So thank you so much for coming on. Um,
all good, brother.
so these are gonna probably be harder questions than I asked today. But let's hope they are
Sure.
for my Okay, so we're gonna do like a Mount Rushmore of your four favorite bands or artists. You have four of
Yeah.
them. If you need five of them, we can do five. But let's try to do four right
So 4 favorite artists or bands
of all time.
uh, of all time, of all time,
It
all
would do
time.
like Mount Rushmore.
Woo. I mean, top of the line, everybody I know says it, but I mean, dude, they're one of the greatest bands ever, Led Zeppelin by far, and
Yeah.
especially with the new documentary that came out, and just rewatching that thing and seeing footage you never seen before. There's
Right.
just something
Yeah.
about those 4 dudes, man,
Yeah.
talented dudes, and all the music they wrote is great. So that's one of my favorites. I mean, hats off to Tool is another band that I kind of put in that kind of category where they're just so talented. Everybody in that band is. The music is just amazing. Every one of their songs are great, and you can put their music on at any time. I mean, I know they play a lot of AC/DC on the radio. I know we all hear it all the time, but the reason why is because that is the quintessential. I mean, that is like the definition of just a rock band, just straight up, dude. There's nothing like those dudes in a and simple 3-chord riffs. But yeah, I
Yeah,
mean that's you know, I
that's
mean
quite
hands
a
down, we
feat.
still listen to it. It never gets old, dude. I know,
So,
you know, they
so
get a lot
that's
of radio
one.
love.
So that's one band that all your songs sound the same, but it's so great. Who cares? You know, who cares?
Yeah, they're similar, but their nuances are different, man. I know they got it's similar. They take 3 chords and they just make them sound completely. To me, you know, just guitar player, they're all different to me, but it's definitely they got their style that you know that's ACD's coming.
Right.
You know that's a rock song. It just gets your head going. You know, get your head
Yeah.
banging. Um, God, four.
You
You
got
know, I
one
said
more, I think.
oh, I said, well, you know, Black Sabbath,
Oh,
with, you know, Ozzy Osbourne, man. I mean, the music he's put out and the different guitar players he had throughout his career with him, all the talented musicians he's brought into his band, and epic songs that he's had. So hats off to Ozzy, and you know, I'm gonna have to pick a fifth one out too. I mean, we can't go without saying Metallica. I mean, Metallica. I mean,
it's
that's
great.
that's
Yeah.
that's metal right there too, man. And Pantera, dude. Oh my God. Didn't even
Yeah.
say Pantera. Jesus, that's one of my favorites. I should have sort of started with Pantera. Dimebag
Right.
Darrell,
Yeah.
dude, one of the
You just
sickest. So
reminded me of something that I want to ask you about.
yeah.
You've heard obviously that Megadeth is on their last album. How do you feel about that? Because I don't think that they're actually done, man. I think they got years and years left, but I guess this is the last full
Oh, the
Megadeth
tour that they're doing
album.
now. Oh, Megadeth.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, you know, he's been playing for a long time, and to be honest with you, like he can play any one of their. He can go on tour anytime, and I would go
Oh
see him
yeah.
because every
Yeah.
record is great. You know, I hate for anybody to put the hammer down and be like, I'm not going to write anymore, make any more records.
Yeah.
But I know everything that Megadeth's done is freaking amazing, dude. Like
Yeah.
epic. And you know, the last one that I heard kind of had the inside scoop with the family, and you know, I heard some stuff before it got released to everybody else in the world on the last one, and it was awesome to hear that before it came out, dude. I mean, Dave, he's one of the greats, dude. Like all
Yeah.
his songs are. You just know when that's coming. The second you hear Megadeth, and they got their own style, and he's got, dude. Marty Friedman was one of the best. I mean, he's got a lot of great guitar players. The guy he has now, that I saw on the last
Yeah.
tour. Sorry, his name just skipped my brain at the
I
moment.
forgot
That
his
dude
name.
was
Yeah.
sick, bro. Like that player was awesome. So I mean, just shredding, man. Keeping the metal shredding going, dude.
I've seen him with Chris Broderick, and I'm like, holy crap, this is so great, you know. So
Yeah,
but see, he's doing he's doing like a full circle, you know. He started with Metallica, and now he's doing a cover song of a Metallica song that he wrote for Ride the Lightning, you know.
yeah. That's
So
wild,
this is
man.
like a full, yeah. So it's like full circle, you know. So I'm back for him, you know. So all right.
Yeah, definitely, man.
Two more questions,
All great
then we'll
stuff.
let you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to back in the time machine, go back to where CJ is like 14, 15, 16 years old, way back when, okay?
Yeah, that was a wild time.
Yeah, yeah, yes, for me too, you know. All right, so we're looking around your room. Are we looking at any music posters? And if so,
Yeah,
who are
dude,
we
my
looking
room
at?
was covered in posters
Yeah,
and
dude.
it covered in you know, I had I had my Kiss poster, I
Yeah.
had my Led Zeppelin poster, I had two of the Led Zeppelins. And Jimi Hendrix was on the wall at the time. Metallica, Master of Puppets, was at that time as well when that came out. I had so many posters on the wall, dude. Man, I have to go look through some pictures. My mom gave me all my pictures from my childhood, and see what was there because I took pride in that, man. I was all
Yeah,
about
oh,
my
yeah.
room was littered in posters, man. All the rock
Uh,
bands out there. Rap was a big fan of mine back in the day too. Like
yeah,
anything early like 80s metal, it was on my wall for sure.
right. I had a few posters, but I couldn't really have them that long because my dad is a retired colonel, so every 4 to 6 years we always had to move. So it's like, why am I
Right.
putting it up when I can just take them down again, you know? So,
Yeah. You know, I
it
have
is
this
what it
huge
is.
tool one that my wife got that I want to frame that's really freaking out because the artwork from their stuff is killer. And we have that. I have that sitting ready to go. I have the framing for it because I'm making it and everything. It's one of those things like I can't make the home projects. I'm busy working on, you know, the music to get this done. So everything gets kind of put on hold on that. But I get into project mode every now and then too. If I can't play or something's happening, I just have to build stuff sometimes. Like I built, like you know, last time I had some time off the house, I'm working on music, but I built this table, you know, the whole kitchen dining room table and chairs and benches and everything. I don't know, man. I got to build something around writing a song. I got to build a table, you know, writing a
Yeah,
song. I
okay.
got to build a chair or something.
You're probably the busiest person who I talked to today. You stay on the ball, which I love because I don't like being bored at all, you know?
Yeah, man. I'm always, you know, always constantly got to be on the move. And right now we do have a lot to do, which is,
Oh
I
yeah.
guess it's a blessing and a curse because like, you know, it gets a little like, you know, at this point now, especially I'm kind of the point person in the band. So business side things have kind of come onto the table on top of just the music side of things. So it's a lot. It's a lot to keep the flow of just the band business and music flowing. We just had the online store on finally. We had one a long time ago and went away. And now that we're self-managing, we have that up again. Things like that, booking the tours on top of writing and recording, and just the regular home stuff. So it's a lot, man. But
It's a
I got
lot.
the balance. My head hasn't exploded yet. I'm keeping a
Oh,
cap on so
good.
my head doesn't
Yeah,
explode.
right here you got the beanie on with the logo. Okay, so last question for you, sir.
Yeah.
So this podcast is called "When the Words Fell, Music Speaks," right? And that can be anything from the truth, right? So,
Yeah.
is there one artist, album, or song that you can listen to right now, but you can't tell me, your wife, your son, how it makes you feel deep inside your soul?
What was all that question? Because my stuff just froze up on me. Can you
Okay.
still see me? Oh, there you
Yeah.
are. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry, it cut out on me on my side. I
Yeah.
didn't get all that.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay. That's fine. That's fine. Damn UK, right? Oh, okay. All
Yes.
right.
Wait. Okay. Start over.
Okay. So, is there one song, album, or artist that you can listen to right now, but you can't tell me, your family, how it makes you feel deep inside your soul?
I don't know if there's anything I have to not tell, the friends or family, because I'm pretty much just a wide open book, man.
Okay.
I'm just
Yeah.
doing me.
Well,
Um,
yeah. Yeah.
um, uh, you know, it's all of a sudden sound wrong and all, but there's a song. I mean, it's a song that I wrote called "In Memory of," and we did with Jason Moreno. But like there's like songs that I've written, and then you put it together, the band, it kind of changes and sounds like it does for Drowning Pool. But like there's a couple of things that I've done, um, that are just like personal to me. The versions that I have of some of the material that I brought to the table with Drowning Pool, and
Yeah.
there's "In Memory of" is one of them because it's a memory of the ones we've lost. Life's not the same without you, and it's a deep song. Sometimes I'll just sit around that song and play in my house and sing along to it. More the original version that I have, which is not that different from what's on the record.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
just some words and some stuff are a little bit different. Jason's delivery is different than what I had. I might re-record that on my own because it's definitely a personal one for me. I know I'm naming myself as an artist of somebody else, but I mean, I listen to
I mean,
everything
it's fine.
with
Yeah.
the
I mean,
family.
yeah.
I mean, we all listen to everything, the wide variety of music in my house. On Sundays when I'm home, I have a record player going through my house PA, going just full analog sound. And we have like album day. And we just put something on like Fleetwood Mac. We've been listening to a lot of Fleetwood Mac lately.
Yeah.
Anything from them. Lindsey Buckingham was such an amazing guitar
Oh
player.
yeah. Yeah.
A big influence as well, man. A lot, finger picking, and I've been getting into that a lot lately. Without the guitar pick, just all, just full on playing with hands, even though it's metal.
See,
I mean, I
back to
beat my nails
classical.
up pretty good, but
See,
hey,
what I see back to classical, man. Because that's what they did back
yeah,
in
I
the
do
day.
play
They
with
just
my
used the
my
pick.
both hands, so I guess it is a classical style, if
Yeah.
you will.
Yeah.
I don't always have the pick going. Even when we play our songs, like 37 Stitches, I'd rather play it, just pick it openly instead of like hitting it with a guitar pick and stuff like
Right.
that. So,
Yeah. Right.
but yeah, songs like that are pretty deep. I mean, so I'm trying to think of anything that resonated with me deep like that.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, old school Alice in Chains and stuff. That's kind of
Oh
was always my
yeah.
go-to band that gets me right here.
Yes.
Anything off of the Dirt record, it's
Yeah.
pretty deep for me. There's a lot of things that happened in my life during that time period, more so than some of the songs itself. It just brings me back to that time and that feeling I had when I heard the song or something. Like my grandfather passed away, I was listening to the Dirt record, so it kind of brings me back to that moment.
Right.
Things like that. So.
Yeah. Well, cool. Well, thank you for coming on so much. And before you go, let's give you some shout outs here. You can go to drivingpool.com for all of their touring dates. They're in Manchester right now. They
Yeah.
will do two dates in Texas, I believe.
Yeah, we
December
have the
4th and
fourth, the
December
fourth and
5th.
fifth.
Yes.
Yeah, December 4th is going to be in Houston. I love playing in Houston. It's going to be at the warehouse, and that's going to be a great show. Yeah, we're going to play some new stuff that you never heard before. December 4th, especially in Houston, at the warehouse. And then December 5th, Toys for Tots show we do. I think it's like the 12th year, maybe the 13th year that we've done it. It's a charity show. You bring in a toy. You pay like $10 to get in. You bring an unwrapped toy for a child, and that's how you
Oh,
get into
nice.
the show.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
always I love doing that show every year. I love doing charity shows. We do a handful a year. We do a lot of stuff still with the military USO and MWR, playing for the troops, and it's very gratifying to just give music back,
Yeah.
in that sort of way. It's not always about making the paycheck at the show. I mean, you still got to pay bills, but
Well, yeah.
I love doing
That's,
charity events.
yeah.
And Toys for Tots is the best, man. We got like 10,000 toys or something last year, so it was nuts. I had this
Nice.
big box truck full of toys for all the unfortunate children out there that don't get that. So I love
Yeah.
doing that. So
Oh yeah,
check us out on those shows. This one's going to be sold mostly. So if you're trying to get in and you see me at the back door, I'll try to sneak a few people in.
there we
Just
go.
meet me at the back door at
Get in
7.
there, right?
And if you see the bald head guy right here with the beard, I'll let you in.
There you go. Yes, great, great.
Just one
So
special guest tonight,
there
or
you
5.
go. But for right, maybe 6 or 7, right? Who knows?
Yeah.
So,
She
so
just said it was cool, man. Let me in. It's sold out. No, you come on in.
no, you can go on. We can
Meet me
push
at
a
the
few
back
more
door.
people. Right, exactly. Yeah. So, what I will do is I'm gonna get you. I will get the new shopping link, and then I'll post it under my details because I don't see well, you do have a
Yeah,
shop
we should have. We
thing.
just got the online store going, so
Yeah.
we have some stuff up there now. But I have a lot of stuff. I have a lot of past. Like I have these posters. Every tour we make special posters for each venue and tour. So I have these signed left over. I have a lot of stuff to put, which we're passing out. So there's a few things on there now, but there's going to be a lot more. Keep checking back at the store because I'll make these guitar pick necklaces that I just custom make on the back
Oh,
of the bus
nice.
while I'm touring. I'm making some right now. I have to do that tonight after a track for the show tomorrow. So I'll just make a handful of guitar necklaces every show, but I want to have that stuff online. We have a lot of cool signed stuff from the band. I still have some CDs and stuff left over in storage because we don't really make CDs anymore, but I have signed CDs from us, things like that to put online if you want some kind of memorabilia or something for Christmas
Right. Yeah,
stuff.
exactly. Right.
Yeah.
Because Christmas is coming up next month, you know. So, all right, everybody.
Yeah, I
So,
got to get on it too, man. I got to get on
man,
that.
I do too. Because I don't know what to buy my mom and dad. They're always super hard to shop for, you know. They never
Yeah,
tell me
give
what to
them music.
want. Yeah. Get the music. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Give them some music. The
Yeah.
gift of
So,
music.
yes, yes. So, everybody go download your favorite Drowning Pool uh, album anywhere you get music
Yeah,
from. And go to YouTube and type in Madness because that's their most
yeah.
recent
Check
song.
out Madness, man. I love that song. That's a song that
Yeah,
came to
that
me
song
like
is
that, and it
yeah,
was ready to go. And it's got that southern metal influence feel to it.
yeah.
If you love Pantera, you're gonna love that song. That's for sure.
I love it, man. So cool, cool. We
Well, thanks for
honestly,
having me, man.
yeah, we honestly love you, and we beg you to come back anytime. You know.
Oh, absolutely. Hit up Shauna. I'm always available. I'm a lot easier to get in touch with than you think so.
Oh,
And I'm
great,
always
great.
down to hang out and not just talking to you, but like at the shows, like at these
Yeah,
shows, I'll be at the merch booth watching Head PE play and Spine Shank. I like to watch the bands play before I go on every night. So I'm always hanging out at this show. I'm not, I'm hanging on the bus or hanging backstage, man.
right.
That's
Yeah,
not where the party's at. The show's out here with everybody else.
that's
So
the real
I'm looking
party of the
forward to
show.
meeting,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
meeting everyone. So come up and say hi for sure. I'll ask me some questions. I got the answers.
All
If not, I'll
right.
make something
At
up
least we
cool.
hope so. Right, we'll make something done. Yeah. So, thank you so much again, and everybody listening. Always remember when words fail, music speaks. Bye, guys.